Okay, I think I'm recording. Am I? Yeah. Okay, excuse like this messy one on the top of my head. I just can't be bothered to like fix it right now. So I'm filming this intro like months later. I found the footage on my camera. I decided to edit it. I talk about how I'm like reading a couple of books for the weekend, like a reading vlog. I didn't. I just read The Silent Patient. And I feel like I was really shy and quiet towards the beginning of the vlog because I just wasn't comfortable in front of the camera. But towards the end, I kind of relaxed and like just had fun with myself. You're gonna see my thoughts on The Silent Patient and I hope you enjoy. Okay. I'm done with my shower, I'm done with my workout. Now I just want to talk about the books that I'm reading this weekend for my readathon. I'm so excited. So the book that I have been listening to this morning, I'm listening to The Silent Patient. Can you see it? You can like barely see it. I've heard really mixed reviews about this book, so yeah, I'm not sure what to expect yet. I like don't really know much about it. I'm only 8% of the way through. I have about 8 hours left and I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit, and yeah, hopefully I can get a good bit of that done today. Also, by the way, this vlog will have spoilers, so if you haven't read these books yet, I'm warning you now. There will be spoilers in this video. So right now I'm gonna go make lunch and I'll update you later in the vlog. Okay, so let's talk about The Silent Patient. So, oh, by the way, I'm about to do my nails. I have like an entire like nail kit from Amazon and like press-ons. Like I'm about to go in. But okay, so I've been listening to the audiobook today and I have some thoughts. The therapist guy is like a complete weirdo. I think he's absolutely insane. I thought that this was gonna be like a whodunit type of story. Like I'm the therapist, so I have to figure out the truth. Kind of like an investigation, and it is, but like in a really uncomfortable way. Like the therapist is like, he's very weird. I feel like he's obsessed with, I believe her name is Allison. I believe he's obsessed with her. I forget his name. The way he talks about her, I think he's obsessed with the idea of her. It's like he doesn't really care much about her husband, who was, you know, the one who was affected the most by the crime. He's just kind of like, oh, I have to figure out why she did this. And it seems very personal. Like his motivations don't seem genuine, coming from like a genuine place of help and like all that. Yeah, he's definitely insane, and I think
we're gonna like fall in love and like run off and be crazy together at the end. So yeah,
I'm 73% of the way into The Silent Patient and I have a lot of thoughts. This morning I think I was around 30%. My first initial thoughts were, this guy is kind of funny because it's like, I don't know, it seemed like he was spiraling out of control trying to figure out the stuff about Alicia and the stuff like whether or not his wife was cheating on him and whether he was being delusional or not. And that kind of compares to whether or not Alicia was being delusional in her situation. But now that I'm like almost done with the book, I feel like I know what's gonna happen. I feel like at first I was thinking it was gonna be like a whodunit type of story, but I definitely think that Alicia committed this crime now. I think that maybe Gabriel wasn't the target. That's what I'm thinking, and he just accidentally got, you know, mixed up into this. But I don't trust anybody in Alicia's life. I don't trust like her Christopher, the former therapist guy. I don't trust what's his name, John Paul, or they all have like so many names. I don't trust him. I didn't even freaking trust Gabriel. Like I didn't trust his brother-in-law Max. Like I think they're all shady, but at the end of the day, I do think that Alicia did this because she's losing her mind, maybe. I don't know. What if I'm like so wrong? But like I just feel like I've already guessed the ending. The reading experience was enjoyable. You're like sucked into the story and captivated by it, but I just feel like I've guessed the ending. And that's my issue with mysteries and thrillers. Like, I hardly ever read them now because I feel like I always guess the ending. Like, I read probably 2 years ago, maybe 3. I read One of Us is Lying, and I loved that book. To this day, like, I still love the book. But I say about at the 70% mark, like where I am right now, I guessed the ending. And I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Like, I guessed it. And so now I just feel like I've guessed it at this point. Obviously, I'm going to update you to see if I'm right or not. But right now, I think that I am. Okay, I just had to pick up the camera to like say a few things. So I think I'm at the 86% mark, and I have a new theory. It's one of 2 theories that I believe is what's going to be the end, and then we'll talk about it at the end. But now I'm starting to think that Theo, the psychotherapist, maybe he's imagining all this stuff with Alicia. Maybe he's the one that's like in the psych ward. If that's the right word, I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of think that maybe he's the one that's kind of going crazy. Because like we've gotten to the point where Alicia has started talking and she's lying to him about what happened that night with Gabriel. I have a feeling that if Alicia is real and he's not imagining it all, that Theo is in the place with her because they can relate, because she killed her husband and he killed his wife. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't know. Because like now it's got me on my toes, and I hate being on my toes. So there's like so many parallels between Theo and Alicia. So right now he's like following the guy that his wife is like cheating on him with, and he is like, I want to get rid of this guy, like I'm gonna, you know. And so I was like, maybe Alicia felt the same way about Gabriel, and so she did what she did like unconsciously, and they're both, I don't know, but I've had a couple people message me on Instagram because I told like people that I was filming this vlog, but people were like, record your reaction at the end, and I only have, I think I have less than an hour, definitely. I'm at 88%. Oh my god, I'm like so into it. So I'm at the 91% mark. Clearly someone's out to mess Alicia up. I give up on all my crazy fan theories. I was just pulling at strings. I have no idea who hurt Gabriel and who hurt Alicia. Now she's like in the hospital, so I'm just gonna like listen to it and kind of scroll on my phone. It's so awkward, we're like doing a time lapse of me listening to an audiobook because like I'm not like reading, you know? Yeah, I'm just gonna like chill and hopefully knock out like a good chunk of this, because I already give up. I have no idea what happened. Wait, what? I'm still at the 91% mark. Is he the guy that Alicia saw looking through the window? Wait, because he's talking about how he's following his wife's lover, and he sees that the lover guy has a wife or whatever, and he's watching her through the window, and she has an innocent face, and he feels like he needs to like let her know. I don't like this. What's going on? Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. That's not what's happening. That's not, I'm about to do a backflip right now. What? No, I don't want it to be like this. no. I have it paused right now. Like, he's the guy that Alicia saw, I think. Oh my god. He's the guy. What? I'm not even gonna lie right now. I totally thought Alicia was like borderline, like imagining all that. What?
I don't like that. I don't like it one bit.
Because why would he do that? Like, no. No, ma'am. I don't believe it. No, this is make-believe. I'm like scared to press play right now because like Alicia was telling the truth. And the psychotherapist guy went and messed up her husband and blamed it on her, and then she took the blame for it. Let's finish it. Let's finish it. What the okay. Let me set you guys up. I can't set you guys up right now. I have too much going on in my life. I just finished The Silent Patient and I hated the way that it ended. Why did it end like that? I wanted it to end with them being like, them like taking him to jail, right? So I guess it ended with the interpretation of, yes, he's been caught, he's going to jail. But that was crazy. Like, I can't believe he did all of that. And it was like funny because like, because he was like, yeah, I just wanted to help her to appease my ego and to make sure I didn't get caught. Like, that's not funny at all. I don't know why I'm laughing. He's so egotistical and he's like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm an egomaniac. Like, mind-boggling to me. But like, so Alicia did kill her husband. I feel like she could have divorced him. That could have been a really nice divorce, you know? As soon as Theo left, she could have untied Gabriel and been like,
you know what? Me and you, we're in a divorce, babes.
This is gonna be over with pretty soon. She didn't have to like shoot him in the face, but
I mean, that's how that cookie crumbled.
I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I absolutely despise the ending because like he pretty much got away with it. Like, I mean, not really. Like, obviously he's like going to jail, but like he would have gotten away with it. Or, I mean, I guess technically he didn't kill Gabriel, but like he initiated the events that started all of this, and he obviously like killed Alicia and then let the Christian guy go down for us. I mean, he is guilty. He's 100% guilty of things, just maybe not specifically the crime of Gabriel. That was a roller coaster. That was a bit of a roller coaster. I told y'all he was unwell. I told y'all he was insane. I knew it from the beginning. I was like, he's helping Alicia to heal something within himself. I knew it. Yeah, I just like can't stop thinking about The Silent Patient. That was crazy because I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. Like, genuinely, I was kind of low-key. I was kind of being a hater. Like, deep inside my head, I was like, I'm not gonna like it because I'm gonna guess the ending. And like, I knew Theo was unhinged, but I just didn't think he was quite that unhinged. Okay, so you made it to the end of the video. Let's talk about my thoughts. So basically, the major plot twist is that Theo was the guy that Alicia was seeing like outside the window or whatever. And the reason why Theo was there was because his wife, I forget homegirl's name, was cheating on him with Gabriel, aka Alicia's husband. So they're like, all 4 of them are like connected, but they don't really know it. Theo shows up that night to kind of like scare Alicia and Gabriel, I believe. Sorry if I'm forgetting some details. I quite literally haven't listened to the book since March. I just remember basically Alicia did, you know, she did shoot Gabriel. So, you know, she did do it, but it's all Theo's fault basically, and I don't like that because why would you put her in that position? Like, Like none of this would have happened, Theo, if you just would have stayed at your house that night. Personally, I just feel like Alicia probably would have found out Gabriel was cheating eventually, and then she could have just left him in the dust. And Theo knew that his wife was cheating. He could have confronted her. They could have gotten a divorce, and then he could have left her in the dust. But it didn't happen like that. So I definitely feel like Gabriel really got the end of the stick, because while he was wrong, he was 100% wrong for cheating on Alicia, and then for cheating with a married woman, and also like messing up her relationship. I just don't think that the punishment fit the crime, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like Alicia maybe could have done something else. I feel like she could have.
But, you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. He's never going to do that again. He's never going to cheat on anyone again. I think the lesson was learned, unfortunately.
It seems like Theo just made it out on top for some reason out of everybody. Like even his wife was in shambles. Like, could you imagine your side piece being killed, and then like you can't even grieve because you're sitting next to your freaking husband? Like, yeah, it seems like everyone was in a really crappy spot, and Theo was just like, well. And at the end, when I read it, I interpreted it, like the ending, as Theo going to jail. But now, looking back on my footage, I think that Theo like unalived himself. They all made such rash decisions.
Rash? Is that the word? Rash decisions.
Out of pain, and out of anger, and out of hurt, and out of sadness. And I feel like that's like a very human thing. Their reactions were completely inappropriate and how they went about things, but I do think that sometimes as people we make bad decisions when we're sad or when we're angry. I think maybe that's the overall lesson, to like try to be level-headed in situations that upset you. Clearly nobody in this book did that, not a single person, but it was entertaining nonetheless. I think that's it. I think that's all I want to say. So if you want to see more clips or see more videos, please let me know, and yeah, take care of it. Thanks for watching. Bye.